Good evening. First, I want to thank Irene, Rowan, and Tony Nakazawa for nominating me to the Alaska Women's Hall of Fame. As you know, Irene was one of the honorees last year, and I knew her from years of school in Haines. And Tony has been a good friend in working with me in various organizations since I have known him. And he and his daughter kindly gave me this beautiful lei that I'm proudly wearing this evening. Those of you who have created the special recognition for women had the foresight to set this up, and we thank you for your commitment and hard work. My mother was a wonderful role model, raising 7 of us children in the village back when there was no electricity, no running water, and no plumbing. She had to pump water, heat it on the stove, and wash diapers on a washboard, then hang the clothes out to dry. Besides being a mother and housewife, she also fished commercially, hunted birds and game, and picked berries and put up fish and game, along with my father, who taught us how to read and write before we went to school, my older brother at age 12, and me at age 9. My siblings have been very supportive of me over the years, and I appreciate all that they have done to help me. My brother Fred and his wife Sherry are here, along with my sister Lillian and her husband Robert, as well as my son Marco and his wife Signe. And I was reintroducing Marco to Sue, who sits in front of us, and she reminded me that she took him to Anchorage, I believe, when he was too young to travel alone. So it's wonderful to have so many friends from around the state that I've worked with over the years. And I don't know if Fran even knows that at one time I asked Bill Council to escort Marco, and he kindly did that, so please tell Bill thank you. And then I had the nerve to ask Governor Hammond to escort him at one time. Governor Hammond is coming up here to give a major speech to the chamber, I think it was, and his press secretary, Scott Foster, was traveling with him, and they graciously agreed to take Marco. And the best part was that he was a well-behaved kid, as far as I know, and I never had reports back. And the other people that I wanted to introduce today that have been supportive of me over the years are my second family, Beth Stevens, Senator Stevens' daughter, and Elizabeth Stevens, Ben's wife. I wanted to say that Beth's mother, Ann, was also a strong role model for me because she was supportive to her husband in his career and travels while she raised 5 children, dogs and cats included. She faced challenges with grace, many times with a cup of coffee in one hand and possibly a cigarette in the other, and showing no stress under pressure. Another person I would like to recognize is the late Lee McInerney, who many of you knew. She was my boss, and she was also my mentor when she worked for Governor Hammond. If I recall correctly, she was one of only 2 female commissioners in the cabinet at that time, but she stood up for her beliefs and principles. And then also I would like to mention that Dorothy Jones worked with me, or I worked with Dorothy and Lee Gorsuch on the 2C study of the land claims so many years ago, so please tell Dorothy hello for me. I don't know if she'll remember me. In closing, I would like to thank all of you for being here and supporting the Alaska Women's Hall of Fame. Thank you.